The offensive line class is very talented in the 2024 NFL Draft. There are so many fun prospects along the offensive line, but one guy who a lot of people have been hyping up is Duke left tackle Graham Barton, a guy who's been at the top of a lot of people's board for the last couple of seasons and now has a real chance to be a high draft pick in the 2024 class. But hey guys, if you guys enjoy these types of videos, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment and ring that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a video. You guys have been unbelievable with your support throughout this month of December, and it means the absolute world to me, and we're going to be ramping up this NFL Draft content coming in the near weeks. But without further ado, let's get into it. In 2022, Barton played in 896 snaps for the Blue Devils. He had 487 blocking snaps in the pass game, and he only allowed 8 hurries and 2 sacks on the year for the Blue Devils. In 2023, Barton and the Blue Devils were plagued with injuries all season long, and he only played 496 snaps. However, in his 258 pass block snaps, he had 9 hurries and 2 sacks allowed on the year. The first thing that's going to stick out with Graham Barton is that he just seems to play with a different level of nasty than anyone else on the field. He is an extremely physical blocker and has so much power. He hits the defenders so hard, and he looks like he is trying to take guys out on every single play. That is absolutely something that I love to see from Barton, as he is an absolute mauler of a blocker. Barton is very athletic for the tackle position. He moves exceptionally well, has quick feet, and moves to the second level seemingly very easily. He has great movement abilities, and it is something that I really love from my offensive linemen. He gets his hands up quickly at the offensive line, and he has great quickness with both his hands and his feet, which are all really great things to see from him. Barton is an excellent run blocker. He has great athleticism, as we talked about, and has the ability to move into the second level and open up run lanes for his running back. He moves very well on counter runs, pulling to the opposite side of the offensive line, and does a great job of making initial contact with the defenders and creating holes for the running back to go through. Barton does have some weaknesses in his game. One of them that I continuously noticed with him was that he consistently got beat on the inside. He just seemed to be beat onto the inside time after time after time, but especially as a pass blocker. He is not a bad pass blocker or anything, that's not what I'm trying to say, but it is not his strength. He seems to be playing catch up with these guys a lot, and he does allow a lot of leverage to his inside shoulder, which is not ideal. Obviously, if you're going to get beat, it's okay to get beat on your inside shoulder because you should have help, but you never want to get beat ever, and it is something that I did notice when it came to Graham Barton. Barton also plays with high pads. I like to see him play lower to the ground, especially because he is such a powerful blocker and he is such a nasty player. If he played lower to the ground, I think that he could be a very excellent player, and it may even help him as a pass blocker not allow so many plays inside. He may be able to get to his spots a little bit more quickly. I think it could definitely improve, but Barton being so physical, he does have the tendency to get a little handsy and a little bit too aggressive with the defenders. So penalties could be something that could be an issue in the NFL if this level of aggression continues. Not that he should let all aggression go, but there are levels to it, and I would like to see him maybe tone it down a little bit at the next level. Barton has great size to play the tackle position, and he has the athleticism. There's no doubt about it. But many people have said he will likely translate better to guard or even center at the next level, which is definitely something that I think will be beneficial for him. He has the upside on the offensive line to play anywhere, and that's what's going to make him such an enticing prospect, is that he is such a versatile weapon along that offensive line, and I think if he did get moved to guard, it actually could help and neutralize his weakness of consistently getting beat to the inside because he'd have more inside help. Barton is a great offensive lineman, and I think he has excellent upside. If he can piece it together, he could be an absolute superstar. He is my number 6 tackle in the 2024 NFL Draft and is my number 36 player on my big board. In terms of a scheme fit, I do think he's going to fit best in a run-first offense. I truly do think that Barton is going to end up playing guard or even center at the next level, and with his athleticism, I think he could be an elite guard right off the bat. He has the athleticism to run block, and at guard, that would be on full display as they're going to be asking him to pull more as a blocker, get to the second level, and I think an offense where he is asked to run block consistently, he would dominate in. My player comparison for Graham Barton is Elijah Vera Tucker. The Jets' offensive line has been a complete disaster the last few seasons, but Vera Tucker has been a true bright spot. A guy who is a guard, but he's swung and played some tackle for the Jets. He's been playing everywhere on this offensive line for the Jets, and they both have very similar size. I think their size and their versatility make them very similar players, and they're both very athletic players as well. And I think Graham Barton could be just as good as Elijah Vera Tucker has been. Graham Barton is nasty. He has so much upside, and with his versatility, I think a lot of teams are going to fall in love with him, as well as his athleticism. I am a fan, and ultimately, I do believe Graham Barton will be a first-round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.